Hi. Woo. Okay, I'm calling it for January the 2nd, the body count report. There was a lot of news around the world breaking yesterday, and it's really I'm going to be trying to keep the calendar dates pure for the body count report this year, because I'll accidentally time travel a little bit. Because around the world, news stories will be released, and it'll be tomorrow's date here because they're 12 hours ahead or 7 hours ahead. So a lot of times with Israeli stories or Filipino stories, I'll accidentally include something that happened technically the day after the body count report. I've already done that once this week with the Eshkol rocket retaliation story. Apologize. I'm going to try to maintain purity on that. So we're going to start with a follow-up to the Davao fire story. Now, to clarify, this is the Body Count Report, where I bring you life or death news from around the world. And we're going to start in Visayas in the Philippines, where arson has been rolled out for the Davao fire. I'm going to put a link to information about the Davao fire, since this is a follow-up. As well, there was another story further south in the Philippines, Mindanao, where they've been fighting radical Islamic terrorists for quite a while now. Both the federal government and the moderate Muslims have been fighting them, and an apparent Bangsamoro Islamic freedom fighter attack has killed 3 and injured scores in multiple roadside bombs in Mindanao. So check that story out. It is pretty horrific. ManilaTimes.com reporting on both those stories. Moving on, we have U.S. service member killed in combat in Afghanistan on New Year's Day, reported January 2nd by usatoday.com. And we have a news from West Africa. President Buhari insists that Boko Haram has been defeated. Like I said, I'm trying not to time travel, but spoiler alert, there's been more terrorism, and just because it's not in the name of Boko Haram doesn't mean it's not Nigerian Fulani terrorism. Basically, it's just Boko Haram is now diffused into the community. So today, the body count report for January 3rd, not to time travel, is going to be covering Fulani herdsman violence. So Buhari, you're not done until the word herdsman is not synonymous with massacre in your country. Okay, 200 arrested during Saturday protests in Tehran. And I have 2 stories on this. 9 dead in overnight Iran protests, says Iran State TV. These are both Times of India reporting, and they are regurgitating information that they're getting from Iran. I have yet to allocate a legitimate Iranian source for resistance media, but I'll be looking into that, and something that's relatively verifiable, and I'll try to get that to you ASAP. This is Sully for Antisocial News. That was the Body Count Report for January the 2nd, 2018. I just realized, I hope I didn't say the wrong date already. It's a very fresh year. And I want to remind people, what I do is not necessarily monetizable by YouTube standards, because I am talking about tragedy, I'm talking about conflict around the world, but I am definitely trying to do something that is, I believe, a value to society by bringing people news that is not widely discussed in Western media. And if you want to support that, and you will get a t-shirt, just let me know via Patreon. by pledging at least $1. Thank you so much. Link will be in the description below. And once again, thank you. Much love to everyone who has supported me. And not just the patrons. People that have watched consistently. I know not everyone can support, so it means a lot. So I'm going to be working on getting the body count report for January 3rd up same day. So expect a second video from me ASAP, because there's just been too much going on around the world. There's 2 massive casualty bus crashes on other sides of the planet, and of course further conflict with Fulani violence in Nigeria. So I will see you again very soon. Stay safe.